Now just think about it. Over the last decade, the economies of Latin America and the Caribbean grew at a rate of 4% a year. In the past decade alone, as trade between the United States and the Americas nearly tripled, more than 73 million people in Latin America were lifted out of poverty.
It's not understood well enough the following facts. 11.3 million Americans today have their jobs solely because of exports. 1.6 million jobs since 2009.
Now, already, the United States has free trade agreements with 12 countries in the hemisphere. That is more than any other region of the world, and the opportunity is staggering.
When we import a good from China, about 4% of the content of that imported good was manufactured in the United States. From Mexico, more than 40%.
Increase access to international markets for big business and small business alike.
95% of the world's consumers are outside of the United States. One of the things I'm trying to do is encourage that we change the DNA of America, the average American business, where they recognize you have to begin exporting now.
The world's new energy map is no longer centered on the Middle East, but on the Western Hemisphere. The region will account for 2/3 of the growth in the world's oil supply over the next 2 decades.
Everyone, I think, in Latin America ought to start fighting the peaceful coexistence with murder.
A big part of the job of Homeland Security, border security, is promoting, facilitating lawful trade and travel across our southern and northern borders and at our ports.
Economic policy is foreign policy, and foreign policy is economic policy.
How do we get to North America 2.0?
Fundamentally optimistic about the Americas because of the young people that I've met throughout the hemisphere.
It's the opportunity to make friends across differences and build things together.
America is defined as an idea. The Western Hemisphere can become literally the most stable and prosperous region in the world.